How did Jake do this week?
Did well. Did well. So we're day to day with everybody.
How did he respond, maybe just kind of emotionally, psychologically, to getting so far in that game and coming up short?
He's I think that's one of the things we like best about him is his mental makeup. He's a very, very tough competitor, and he handles things to me the way they should be handled. He analyzes himself as much as he can, and what he could do differently. And sometimes his best play is throwing the ball into the bleachers, and sometimes it's running, and sometimes it's setting his feet better. And he does a great job of really analyzing how he needs to take the next step and takes ownership with playing that position.
And for you guys as coaches, what was maybe the biggest detail when you guys kind of did your self-scout out of that game?
It's not one detail. It's a bunch of different things. We have to get more detailed across the board. We're playing all these good teams, and so it's going to come down to just the detail. I mean, that's the bottom line. It comes down to the details of, pass protection and running the ball and tackling better and sticking to our man when the quarterback scrambles and, all those little things. And, you can play a pretty solid game, but it's going to come down to those who execute the details a little bit better, and a lot of times down the stretch.
Do you have an idea right now if Jake's going to play against Stanford?
We have a little bit of an idea, what we're going to do. But like I said, everybody's day to day.
With the defense playing as well as it is, and I don't know how the scout is doing so much, but does that necessarily help you guys in preparation to maybe go up against what you're going to see with Stanford? And just, do they give you maybe a better scout this week than maybe they would against other teams?
Who are you talking about?
Talking about you guys.
Our scout team?
Yeah.
Stanford is so, we do a lot of good on good. We practice against each other as much as we can. We do some scout work. And I think when you get an offense that is pretty unique, which now Stanford is, then you do a little more scout work. And we always prefer to do, good on good. You do what you do on defense, offense, you do what you do, and you seem to get faster, more quality reps. But with these guys, you have to do a little more scout work to show our defense these different sets and these big lineman sets and all those things.
Chris, talking to your defensive linemen, they kind of welcome facing the smash mouth style. Is your defense built to handle that better than maybe a tricky option stuff?
Well, I don't know about that. I think most defenses are more built for the spread these days because that's what we see so much. I would hope that the D-line, starting with those guys, I would hope our defense would welcome that type of opportunity. Just because it's a physical game. I mean, if they're not wanting to play that, we're going to be in trouble. But I will say this, and I think everybody knows this, Stanford's as good as anybody out there in terms of their lines. They're physical, and they're playing as good as anybody in the country right now.
What makes their defense so solid? They don't seem to make a lot of mistakes, but yet they don't get a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, they keep it, they make you earn everything. It's kind of a typical Stanford team in terms of both sides of the ball. They're going to do their thing correctly. Wait for somebody else to not get out of a gap or, turn the ball over. Or they're very good pass rushers. They rush hard, really good line games, those type of things. And, I think there's a couple things. I think they really know what they're doing, and they play hard. And, like I always say, everybody tries to pride themselves on that, but I think there's some teams that do it better than others. And Stanford's one of those teams.
Your kick coverage has been pretty solid all year, except for the one return from Oregon. This guy can go, and McCaffrey, so what's key on him?
Yeah,